Hey guys, I hope everybody out there is doing well. I'm actually doing very well. A lot of people have asked, but I have felt good these past 3 days. It was just bad that first day, and so I'm doing pretty well. My test results should be coming in hopefully today. I still have not yet, but I will be certain to let y'all know the outcome of that, and I will be praying that it will be negative and we can continue our summer as planned. But today for this video, I wanted to talk about leadership, and it's going to be like a two-parter, just like we did last week with loving your enemies, because I feel like leadership for us is going to be the heaviest topic for us when we talk about our youth. And so today I want to talk about leadership in a practical sense. How can we be leaders out in the world, among people that are not of our religion? And the next day is going to be leadership in the sense of church leadership and how that looks when you are a young male in the Church of Christ. So I hope that you stick around. We're going to start right now with our first steps and our first look at the leadership of being practical and in the world. So let's start. Okay, so step number one, when we're thinking about leadership in a practical sense in a world that will not have the same principles and same values as us most of the time, we need to think about what our leadership will look like and how we will be presented to them and how God will be presented to them in the long run. And so I want to look at our first step, and that is that actions speak louder than words. This can be found in James chapter 2, verse 17. We'll read that right now. It says, "So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." There are many other places that you can read about your actions having bigger impact than your words. Because if all you say is that you love God, or all you say is that I am a Christian, but you never show that in your practical life, then are you really a follower of Christ? Because everyone around you is going to say, well, he just does the same things that I do. And so there's no difference. You need to be set apart because you have Christ. And that is our first step in leadership, is showing that you have Christ. Our second step is going to be just like that in a sense. We're going to be still in James. It's going to be James chapter 1, verse 19. We used this last week, but I think it applies here to the leadership in a practical sense as well. I'll read it. It says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger." We need to have an attitude that is Christ-like, not someone that lashes out, not someone that speaks first and never listens, but someone that takes everyone's opinion into account and then talks at the end, and then gives the facts of what Christ says. And I think that this goes well with what we're trying to do in our leadership in a practical sense in our youth, because there's going to be a lot of people that do not listen when you are young. Be set apart. Be set different because you have Christ. When we think about it in a practical sense as we're ending this leadership, we need to be slow to anger. We need to be slow to speak. We need to listen more and show that we are leaders with Christ. And then from that, we are going to show that our actions speak louder than our words, to where people understand that we are Christians. We don't just say it, but we're about it. And we actually make it to where it's known that we are a Christian. And that is the first step of leadership. And I promise you guys, in high school and when you get to college, it really pays off. People understand that, and some people respect it. Some people don't. But those are the people that you have to show that you are a leader for Christ, and you're set apart from that person, not in a boastful way, not in a way that you think you're better than them, but in a loving way, and you're trying to show them that your way is the best. Ergo, a leader. And so I hope that you can take some of this practical stuff in James, and that you can apply it to your lives. We're going to be back tomorrow. I pray for the best for all of you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the well wishes, and I hope that we can be back together pretty soon. And so have a great day, guys.